Today, I will discuss how to solve the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So the quadratic equation in standard form is written in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So in order to be able to use the quadratic formula, so your quadratic equation must be written in the standard form. So that's the first step. So after you've done that, you now need to identify the a, which is the coefficient of the x squared, b, which is the coefficient of x, and the constant term, which is the c. So once you identify the a, b, and c, all you need to do is to now substitute these values into your formula. Then you simplify. So I'm going to be using some examples. So let's consider example 1. So for the example 1, you are asked to solve x squared minus 7 equals to negative 6x. So this is not written in standard form. So to be able to write it in standard form, we need to move the negative 6x to the left. So it will become a positive. So that will make it to become x squared plus 6x minus 7 equals to 0. So now we need to identify the coefficient of x squared. In this case, it is 1. The coefficient of x is positive 6, so that's our b, and our c is negative 7. So in this case, a equals to 1, our b equals to positive 6, and our c equals to negative 7. So the quadratic formula is x equals to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So all I need to do now is to just substitute. So x will be, so our b is 6, so negative b is going to be negative 6 plus or minus. So b squared will be 36 minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by negative 7. Okay, divided by 2a. To multiply by 1 will just be 2. So we just need to simplify. So this becomes negative 6 plus or minus. So this will become 36. So negative 4 multiplied by negative 7 will become positive 28. Okay, so this will become x negative 6 plus or minus positive square root of positive 64 divided by 2. So square root of 64 is 8. So negative 6 plus or minus 8 equals to 2. So the plus or minus tells you that in this case, when we solve for the value of x, we have two solutions. So the first solution is x equals to negative 6 plus 8 divided by 2. The second solution is s equals to negative 6 minus 8 divided by 2. So to be able to just solve this quickly, so negative 6 plus 8, that will be 2. 2 divided by 2, that will be 1. So s will be equals to 1. And negative 6 minus 8, that will be negative 14 divided by 2 will give you negative 7. So we have two solutions. So the first one is s equals to 1 and the second one is s equals to negative 7. For example 2, we want to solve 4x squared minus 12x plus 9 equals to 0. Because this has already been written in standard form, so we need to again identify our a. So a is the coefficient of x squared, so a is 4, and b is coefficient of 12, so b will be negative 12, and c is the constant term, it's positive 9, okay? So once we identify this, we need to write out the quadratic formula. So quadratic formula is s equals to negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So once you write out the quadratic formula, all we need to do is to substitute the values into it. So x will be, so our b is negative 12. So negative of negative 12 is going to be positive 12. Okay, because negative multiplied by negative will give you a positive. So negative 12 6 minus 4, A is 4, and our C is 9, okay? Divided by 2A. 2A is 2 multiplied by 4. So X will be 12 plus or minus. So negative 12 multiplied by negative 12 will give us 144. So 4 multiplied by 4 will give us 16. 16 multiplied by 9 will give us another 144, okay? 2 multiplied by 4 in the denominator will give us 8. So you can see that 144 minus 144 inside the square root, we go to 0. So this goes to 0. So that means 12 divided by 8. In this example, our quadratic equation have only one solution. So to simplify further, we know that 4 goes in 8 2 times, 4 goes in 12 3 times. So our S is 3 over 2. And that is it. So in this case, we have one solution. So this is how to solve the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. Again, the first step that you have to do is to first write your equation in standard form. That means only 0 can be on the right. Then you identify your A, B, and C. So that's step 2. And then you substitute into the quadratic formula, and then you simplify to get your solution. So that's it in a nutshell. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.